UK, it's just they did react quite quickly in terms of the NHS. I think the NHS just did a good job, a better job than places like Italy and Spain.
Right. So coming to the economy now, so which are the sectors you think are extremely affected? Like say, looks like aviation, travel. So those are the ones which are very badly affected.
I mean, those are clearly in tatters. And it will be hard for them now to restart. I mean, in the aviation industry, I think that even the larger planes that are sat on the tarmac, I think there's now a big. They need to carry out a big overhaul before those planes are allowed to fly again. So, the costs incurred now to get those back up in the air is quite substantial. I think from a European perspective, the bars and the restaurants have been severely affected. Some of them, are offering takeaways and have tried to react and adapt, but nowhere near levels. In the UK, particularly the pubs, the pub is part and parcel of the UK lifestyle, and closing that artery has really affected the pubs, particularly when a lot of the stock, a lot of the beer, a lot of the ale has had to be destroyed, and these things are not usually covered by insurance as well. So a lot of landlords have suffered big losses. If you take a step back as well, the industries that serve those pubs, restaurants, bars, the wholesale industries, those have been severely affected as well. I mean, they've suffered again losses from stock of drink and beer and food that has gone bad, and it's that knock-on effect all the way up the chain. Those employees,
So, do you expect some of these restaurants and bars to close down? Because they will not be able to take up this kind of losses. Are we expecting?
I think so. I think there will be a wave of bars and restaurants that will try and leverage the reopening. So as you can imagine, I think when bars and restaurants reopen, there will be a buzz of people trying to go back out and have meals. But in most cases, from what I'm seeing, is they're opening at 50% capacity and limiting the amount of people in the restaurants. And as you can imagine, in similar to hotels, you work on the back of an occupancy rate that is generally needs to be quite high for you to be successful, 80-90% all the time. So I suspect that maybe not immediately, but I would say that within a year, we will see lots of bars and restaurants failing.
Okay. So in fact, this is what. So I've been having a lot of interviews with Indian people only till now, and now I'm taking up European, and then I'm going to the American part of it. So here, what we are seeing is most of the analysts are saying that it will take 18 months for these industries like travel, hospitality, hotel, resorts, all these to come back to normalcy. Is it what you're hearing there also, or how is it?
Yeah, I was predicting about 2 years, and 18 months is sort of within that framework. I think it all depends. It all really depends in September, October, what happens.
Right.
I mean, in a lot of the European territories, we're now seeing better weather, and people are more outside, and that helps avoid spreading the virus. Everybody seems to be a little bit more paranoid. As normalcy returns, we will see people, moving away from the social distancing, the 2 meter distance, etc. People forget, the wash your hands, and so I think we will see. We are expecting that there should be a second wave in September, October, as the weather gets colder, as we all go back indoors, and I think depending on what happens there will drive how quickly everything will return to normal. If September, October comes and we don't have a second wave, then I think people will return to normalcy in terms of booking holidays, moving around, just going back to normal.
Right.
For a while now, I mean, it will change the way we do things. Absolutely. We used to go to the UK a lot and work with our clients there. That can clearly be done remotely now. I think as we move to a cycle where our clients can share their screens, and I think not everybody's there yet, is the answer. I think there are industries that are better prepared than others.
Right. Because what I heard is, one of the leading businessmen in India pointed out that why should somebody be hired at paying $200,000 per year when the same resource is available somewhere in the world and they both are working from home? is available at, say, probably $100,000 per year.
True. It changes the dynamic. I mean, one of my clients it's quite interesting because their whole entire workforce from the very beginning is a work from home. They don't have any offices. Mm-hmm. They have people employed worldwide, and they have no offices.
Okay.
That's the business model they've had from day one.
Okay.
So when you talk to them about, what is the pandemic, they say, well, we were there already, so
So real estate prices also may come down over a period of time. Do you see that happening in the economy?
Not immediately, I think. I think what we will see is I don't think there's going to be an immediate downsizing of real estate. Mm-hmm. But I think in the sort of medium to long term, we will see businesses growing and not needing real estate. I think what this does really create is an opportunity for entrepreneurs and people to really scale up without needing, an office or a physical presence. And that presents, I think, a great opportunity for entrepreneurship and scaling up very quickly.
Exactly. So, what do you see the extent of the GDP being hit in the next 1 year to 18 months? The last couple of questions.
I think significantly. I think this is the biggest challenge, and I think it's going to affect every country differently. Every country will be hit in a big way. And not only that, I think countries where we are seeing governments step in and support their economies are also going to struggle behind the curve, because obviously some of them are foregoing, taxes, duties, and that is lost revenue, not necessarily just money pumped back into the economy, but lost revenue. So I think it will be a significant hit, and that will take some time. I mean, I read in the paper yesterday that the UK, the borrowing that the UK took out to manage World War II was repaid in 2006.
Oh my God.
If governments now need to borrow, this is going to impact the available funds going forward.